Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Political Vigilante. My name is Graham Elwood. March 23rd, Stay in Your Lane comedy show. Steph Zamorano and Marilyn Rice Cub, who played Zoe on 24th. March 23rd at the Corbin Bowl in Tarzana. Tickets are only $10. There's free parking. There's drink specials. It's a blast of a show. There's 6 comics total. I'm one of them. Jim Bruce is also going to be on the show, so check it out. And of course, Progressive Comedy Tour. April, we're going to Texas. May, we're going to Salt Lake City and Boise. June, we're doing the East Coast. All those tickets are at grahamelwood.com. And also, April 18th, doing Political Vigilante Live, another live one where we do the Political Vigilante game show. I haven't confirmed a guest yet, but I will. That's at the Sycamore Tavern in Hollywood. So go to grahamelwood.com for all of those. Boy. If you were still on the fence, like, is the corporate media, are they all in it together? Is it all just professional wrestling? Is it all just rollerball type pro sports? If you think, oh, maybe there's a difference between Fox and CNN, I think there's a difference. Is there really? Oh, they just hired Donna Brazile. Just got a job at Fox News. First of all, she didn't leave CNN. They fired her. Right? They fired her. She's on Fox News now. She did this video with, Sean Hannity's bringing her on. And she's saying all this nonsense like, I'm there because we need to have a Democratic view. And, Fox viewers need to hear from the Democrats. Now, my guess is both networks are like, oh boy, no one's watching us anymore except old scared people. Man, socialism. No one wants to listen to our crap anymore. So we better hire the left-leaning corporate propaganda pusher. I call it the diversity of the ruling class. It's when, like when you hear the George Carlin thing, when you hear the word bipartisan, no, we're all getting screwed. She goes to Fox. It's all ridiculous. Meghan Kelly's at MSNBC. You think there's a difference between these news channels? You think there's a difference. There is not. There's no difference. It's just people being traded around like professional sports entertainer. Means it's Democratic voice. All right, she just won't be as racist and xenophobic as Sean Hannity. Great, but she's part of she'll still push the war machine, and we need to go into Syria, and it's just preposterous. CNN forced Miss Brazile to resign as on-air contributor. See, they contradict their own title. Who left? They didn't say fired. Forced her to resign as an on-air contributor in October 16, after emails revealed that she had tipped off Miss Clinton's aides about questions likely to be asked by CNN moderators during the debates and town hall meetings carried by CNN. Now, just to show you, okay, this was in yahoo.com, but it was a repost from the Washington Post. So just even the reporting of this shows you how the corporate media is all bullshit. All right, they're kind of pointing out why she got fired. They're not making any moral judgments on her. They're not saying the whole Democratic primary was rigged. They're just listing this fact that they kind of have to list. But let me show you some more here. So even the report just shows you they're all in on it. The DNC, which Miss Brazile led on an interim basis during 2016, decided earlier this month to exclude Fox News from televising any of its candidate events. Which some of you asked me that on the Super Chat. I do that every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific. What I thought of that. And I think it's preposterous. You should have all the networks there. But they're not going to let Fox carry their debates? The organizing chair, Tom Perez, said Fox was too closely aligned with President Donald Trump, which is true, leading him to conclude the network could not host a fair and neutral debate for our candidates. Which is just great at keeping the Fox and MSNBC and CNN, they're all about keeping us distracted, divided, and afraid. That is the purpose. That is the purpose of the corporate media. Right? That's why they're bringing her on there. Keep us divided, fight, and hey, and whatever. She got offered a nice contract. CNN fired her. She needs a gig. Fox is like, oh, well, we'll give her. She'll take the job. Of course she does. She has no scruples. She has no morals. She says, oh, I need to give a Democratic voice to Fox News. No, you need a 7 or 8 figure payday. Cheater. You cheater. Cheaters need $1 million paychecks, I guess. This is my other favorite part of the article. Miss Brazile's role in channeling questions to the Clintons to Miss Clinton came to light when emails released by WikiLeaks during the final days of 2016 presidential campaign. The emails came from a hack of the DNC servers by Russian operatives. That is complete bullshit. Those were the Podesta emails by Russian operatives. So even in this, calling out her, they still then, but they put this at the end. Well, I mean, the Russians. So now the blame's off of her, all in this paragraph, in these 2 sentences. Well, now the blame is off of her, and it's on the Russians. Oh, the Russians. Well, that plays well into Sean Hannity's, oh, socialism is coming for your children. Donna Brazile, this is the email. I went to WikiLeaks and opened these up. From time to time, I get questions in advance. John Podesta. The Russians didn't hack John Podesta's. It sounds like it was probably Seth Rich, somebody working within the Democratic Party. He's not a Russian operative. We don't know because he was killed in a stick-up. Now, just asking that question, I guess now I'm going to be called, I'm pushing the Seth Rich conspiracy. I went further to WikiLeaks. The Podesta emails, WikiLeaks series on deals involving Hillary Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta, long-term associate of the Clintons, right? Mr. Podesta owns the Podesta Group with his brother Tony, a major lobbying firm, and is chair of the Center for American Progress, a Washington think tank. Go to WikiLeaks. It's not from Russia. It's not from Russia. So just there's layers upon layers upon layers of bullshit. They call out, it's not this scathing indictment of Donna Brazile. They just sprinkle in, well, the Russians. It doesn't ask the question, what kind of ethics does she have? What kind of ethics does Fox have? The DNC, nowhere in there does it say the DNC's primary was rigged, and this is more evidence of this. It doesn't talk about Debbie Wasserman Schultz having to step down as the head of the DNC. It doesn't talk about the superdelegates. It doesn't talk about any of those things. And they're still pushing the Russia narrative. So Donna Brazile's off the hook because Russia hacked her emails. You cheated. Even if Russia did hack these emails, so you still cheated. You still cheated. It's unbelievable. It's like somebody breaks into my house and they find out that I have a bunch of stolen artwork. And instead of me going, yeah, I stole all this artwork from this museum, I go, who's the guy who broke into my house? Let's talk about that guy first. Yeah, so now all the blame's off of me. Nice. It's all bought and paid for, but you guys are smarter than that. That's why you come here for your news. So support the show at patreon.com/Graham Elwood. You get bonus content for as little as $5 a month. You're supporting what I do. You're helping this channel grow. Patreon supporters helped me get this new studio last summer. I'm in the process of getting new lights and new sound. So you guys are helping make this better so that I can cover more shit like this, because the corporate media will not give it to you straight. Even when they have to give you it straight, they still sprinkle in nonsense and lies. Even they they can't help themselves. They're all corrupt. They're all in on it. Like, subscribe, share the videos. Watch the ads all the way through. When you press skip ad, I do not get played. Even open up a separate browser window if you have to. That really helps the show. Positive comments helps. If you have a YouTube Red subscription, I get paid anytime you watch one of my videos. So there's a lot of great ways to support the channel, and share it on social media. Because the more people we get waking up to this, showing the bullshit, showing the lies, You think WikiLeaks is owned by the Russians? Go type, there's so many stories about Russian corruption on WikiLeaks. Hundreds. Hundreds. Thanks for watching. Thank you all for being political vigilantes.